You've probably heard the old saying that you praise in public and criticize in private. And sometimes a player does something wrong and you need to address it so it doesn't happen in the future, but you don't want to bring it up in front of the entire team. This is where the private lesson feature is ideal, because it allows you to show the player what went wrong and how they can improve things in the future games, but you can do it privately. Or in some cases, you may want to create private lessons strictly for the defense or goalie or offense that are applicable only to that person or group. Private lessons are really easy to create and manage, so let me show you how right now. All you need to do to create your private lesson is click on the private lesson icon. And now you can see that the private lesson has been injected into your video track at the point where the playhead resides. But you can always adjust the end point and the start point like this. Grab it and drag it, and we'll adjust the start point the same way. Now, more importantly, we can create coaches tips inside a private lesson. So we'll just do a screen draw, and we'll add an area. Having a coach's tip inside your private lesson is a great tool to allow you to instruct your players so they know exactly what you're expecting of them in this situation in the future. Now, to finish our private lesson, we'll just come up into Create Video, Private Lessons. We'll select who we want to send it to, and we can send it to 1, 2, 3, or more players if we choose. Click the Go button. We'll name it. And save it. Now keep in mind that while this is rendering in the background, you can still work on this project and do anything else you choose to inside of this project. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that the private lesson is now gone. These private lessons will never become part of your full game video. These are supposed to be private, so we are not going to include them in any full game rendering of your videos. Now let's go back into our media section, and I'll show you how you can monitor your private lessons and make sure that the players you've sent the private lessons to are actually watching your private lessons. Now keep in mind that you may need to refresh your screen if your private lesson hasn't shown up yet. In this case, I'm just going to click on Private Lessons, and now all I have to do is come down to this icon, click on it, and I can see which players have watched the videos and which have not. In this case, none of the 3 players have watched this video. Now, another handy tool is this filter. Just by checking this box, I can show videos only in the not watched status. That means if I have 15 videos and 3 of them have not been watched but the others have, I'll be able to isolate those 3 videos and then see which players have not watched the video, so I can follow up with those specific players and make sure that they watch the videos that I've created for them. Now, the last point is that all the players will receive a notification both on their mobile device and inside their main account every time they log in. So they'll always know when they have a lesson waiting for them. No other software has this private lesson feature the way Soccer Pro does, because no other company is 100% dedicated to soccer like Soccer Pro. If you love soccer and don't already have your own Soccer Pro account, go get one right now. It's free to sign up and it's free to use. So the only risk is to not sign up and then losing to teams that are already using Soccer Pro to help their players develop into smarter, happier players that win more games and have more fun.